Mike watches movies that are low on the charts. Adam picks the ones that inspire the arts. Ivy has a brand that has monsters, wolves, and dogs. And Vin tries to pick a movie that isn't a total slog. So don't watch these films unless you are guided. Join us for Tubi Decided.
Hello, and welcome to another glorious episode of To Be Decided, a Film Logic podcast. I am your host, Mike, and I'm with a bunch of great people. Great people, are you there?
Sure.
Oh, where are the great people you mentioned?
Just wait, they're coming.
For now, you're stuck with us.
They're on the way.
Yes. All right. Well, one of them is going to introduce themselves so that new people don't feel out of touch. One of these days.
I'm Ivy.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Vin. Nailed it.
Yeah. And I got good news.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yes. So this good news is I went to the Family Dollar and I just got into a random conversation with the cashier, and she's like, "Oh, you have such a great voice," which I've never heard before. But I went with it. I rolled with it. And I said, "Well, I do a podcast." "Oh, which one?" "Oh, it's one about movies. We watch Tubi movies. It's called Film Logic's To Be Decided." And she's like, "I listened to that one." And I'm like, small world.
There's no way.
Small world. There's 13 people who listen to us, and you're one of them.
There's
that's
no
actually
way.
insane.
Mike, there are better lies that you could tell than this.
Well,
Insane.
if I wanted to lie, why would I start with Family Dollar? I would say I was at Elon's mansion.
You know what? That's fair.
Oh, I hope for you that you were
Nope.
not.
And there go a few of our listeners.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Wow.
if you don't know anything about this show, we pick something on Tubi, which is free to everyone, and Tubi has Oscar picks to things that are filmed in your garage. So it's always a beautiful, wonderful choice. And today's movie was picked by me. I picked The Guyver, starring Mark Hamill, but not really. Me? Why did you pick that movie? Well, near the end of our last episode, which was Buckaroo Banzai, the American Doctor Who, I was just flipping through and I saw Mark Hamill and in a movie, and I knew it was based on a manga, so that's like 2 for the price of 1. And then it was directed by someone named Mad George. And I said, that's 3. Screaming Mad George. And that's 3 7s in a row. I just won the casino jackpot. So I had to. I had to pick The Guyver.
Did you?
I did. It was either that or Shawshank Redemption. And I think I made the right choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
I was
So
impressed when I looked at, because I knew the name Screaming Mad
Mhm.
George sounded kind of familiar. And he did effects and makeup on a lot of movies, including Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4, and Predator and Society, which is actually kind of insane.
I was not aware of that. I
It
just
just
thought
goes to
Screaming
show.
Mad George. That's the most badass director name ever.
Right.
Well, either that or it shows like that he's never happy with the product that comes from his work.
Never satisfied George.
Yes, like screaming like I hate my job, George.
He's got Gordon Ramsay telling him to calm down.
Yes. Yeah. So, I have a lot of views, especially that Mark Hamill is in this. And what it meant to watch this hour-and-a-half movie. But shall I start with the plot synopsis?
You may.
Yes.
All right. So, Dr. Tetsu Sagawa stole an alien device known as the Guyver from the Kronos lab. He's caught by a corporate brute named Lisker. They both transform into aliens called zoonoids, and Lisker kills Sagawa, but Sagawa is able to hide the alien device before Lisker can find it. Meanwhile, Dr. Sagawa's daughter, Mizuki, teams up with Detective Max Reed, played by Mark Hamill, to investigate the murder of her father. All signs point to her dad's theft of the Guyver. Failed karate student Sean Baker tries to kindle a very light relationship with Mizuki, but it turns out he does not have a lot going for him. Meanwhile, the head of Kronos, Belkis, raises pure havoc when Lisker doesn't return with the Guyver. Lisker needs to retrieve it, or Belkis will literally rearrange his face. Sean finds himself in a back alley later that night, and he finds a red lunchbox. Little does he know that the Guyver is inside it, but the next night his scooter breaks down in front of thugs. The thugs beat him up until Sean transforms into the Guyver and defeats everyone. Lisker and his thugs, including a leather-clad girlfriend, are stuck sifting through trash when they discover that Sean has the Guyver. They kill his karate teacher and kidnap Mizuki. Sean faces off against Lisker, but he damages the MacGyver helmet, and Lisker straight up kills him, leaving only the alien device with his guts all over it. Mizuki wakes up in the Kronos lab to learn that the certain humans are born with the zoonoid transformation inside them, and his company must retrieve the alien device to help create them. Max Reed tries to infiltrate the lab, but a battle ensues between Max, Mizuki, and transforming zoonoids. In a fatal circumstance, Mizuki makes one of the hip-hop-loving thugs swallow the device, forcing him to vomit out a regenerated new Sean wearing the Guyver suit. New Sean fights the zoonoids in a lengthy battle that kills Lisker's girlfriend. Max gets captured and gets transformed into a roach-type zoonoid, but his transformation is incomplete, so he melts. In the final battle with Belkis, Guyver fires his smasher cannon and destroys the final boss, allowing him to sweep Mizuki off her feet for the happy ending as credits roll. So, I think it's safe to say
much more cohesive than it felt watching it real time.
Yeah. Well, as I was looking up and getting my facts straight, I'm like, really? That happened? Really?
Just take their word for it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm wondering, since I saw this, am I an anime weeb now?
No.
Oh.
No.
No?
Not yet. Not yet.
No?
I mean,
Your journey has only begun.
Yeah.
Considering you picked a live-action, poorly adapted, anglicized, like, fetishization of Japanese culture for a movie, I would say no.
So I should hold off on buying the Harajuku outfit.
Yeah.
To seal the deal.
Later. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So this movie happened, and like right off the bat, I'm going to say it's one of the ugliest movies we've ever seen. Those zoonoids, I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say that everyone looks like Jar Jar Binks with birth defects. And that's just being nice with how the aliens looked. I mean, this is 1989, maybe 1990, so it's right on the heels of Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look any better or worse than Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I think there's a lot more use of tentacles and ugly teeth and fish lips that the Ninja Turtles did not have.
I mean,
This
Bebop
was-
and Rocksteady are pretty gross.
Yeah. I think that I feel like this was nudged solidly between TMNT and Power Rangers, which of course is, superhero Sentai show that was brought over, from Japan and, Americanized. So yeah, the costumes definitely kind of they toe a weird line between Sentai goofy and just straight up disgusting body horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, I quite liked the use of the practical costumes and effects. I like how nasty and gnarly it was, but I will say the elephant one made me a little uncomfortable for some reason. I did not like that.
What that trunk do?
No one else felt like there was like Jar Jar Binks and different forms of horror. Like this is
messed up Jar Jar Binks.
If there were more CGI effects in it, I would have probably made that connection. Yeah. But
yeah.
I mean, the monsters that we got were pretty standard, I think, especially for the Tokyo Katsu genre. It's like that, whenever you see like those old like kaiju movies with like Godzilla or like Kamen Rider or Ultraman,
right.
Those are all kind of versions of Tokusatsu, like those big rubber outfits. It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty standard. So it didn't seem too crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. There are some certain things in this movie that feel like they would be successful in an anime.
Yeah, for sure.
Some of the lines that kind of came off as cheesy, but then if you played them like in an anime, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's normal. That's par for the course." But for some reason, adapted into a live action, it's like, don't say it like that. That's weird. Who says that? Why are you looking at the camera while you say that? That's weird.
Yeah.
The genre of live action manga or anime adaptations, it definitely needed to cook longer.
Yeah.
I'm still not convinced where it's completely done now.
Yeah, and a lot of those issues come with, translations and or like localization
like
issues, really.
Stuff, yeah.
But from what I could tell, I mean, I don't know how they definitely. I mean, they probably somebody saw this anime, was like, oh hey, I'm gonna write an American screenplay that loosely follows, like the first arc of this, this anime, and then just, completely westernize it. And that just kind of is weird. And then they kind of just like, kept in the parts that were, that they liked, it has the classic, like, classically handsome white guy lead, beautiful, Asian woman in distress that needs to be saved by the white guy. Classic, like, older Mark Hamill, older, kind of, teacher character. It just was like very, it was just very kind of safe and generic.
Yeah, like Vin, like you said, it toes the line. Like it wants to borrow the Japanese part of the combat and the the Power Ranger-y stuff, but it wants to like
Yeah.
keep the 90s cool guy culture in there. And so you get kind of like a mutt.
Yeah.
Let's not even talk about the poor, awful rapping.
Let's not. Let's not talk about the rapping.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's something. The only Japanese guy to be in production on this is Yoshiki Takaya, whose only work has been to make adapted Guyver movies in one anime series in 2005.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he did a few other. Well, his whole career is Guyver. So
Like the
I'm
localization of Guyver.
yeah.
Hmm.
Like that's his whole thing. Like the American side, the Japanese side. That's all he knows. So this should have, like, all signs point that this should be like a faithful rendition. Like he can't screw it up because this is the only thing this guy knows.
Right. Yeah, on Letterboxd it says the original writer is Yoshiki, but the writer, I'm assuming the writer of the script itself, is John Purdy.
Oh, so
which
maybe
sounds like a pretty
Yoshiki.
white name.
Right.
I think he
Oh,
just
so
wrote the original material and it was adapted.
Oh.
But the director, Screaming Mad George, is Japanese, and the other director, Steve Wang, is Chinese. So it sounds like
Okay.
they just, white guy eyes the script and gave it to them. So
Oh, okay, that adds more fuel to the fire. Like,
yeah.
so would you assume that Yoshiki is screaming mad about what they turned his beautiful baby into?
Yeah.
Or do you think he's satisfied?
You need to find him and ask.
Is he still alive?
I think we're all screaming mad or very confused.
Well, according to the internet, he is still alive. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know. I don't even know if it like registered to him. Like
Right.
he goes on to like. I mean, he's still. I think it's still. I mean, it looks like the last run of things was in 2016.
Wow.
So like he's like so soon. And funnily enough, even though this movie didn't do super great, maybe we'll touch on it later, but they made a sequel to this movie that did way better.
Guyver Dark Hero in 1994.
Yeah, and they replace everybody.
Right.
Huh.
I mean
Why didn't we watch that one?
I know. Well, we'd be so confused. We'd be like, why? Who's this Guyver guy? Who's Lisker? Who's and so it's good to start at the origin story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just looked up Guyver Dark Hero, and I mean it's called Guyver Dark Hero or Guyver 2 Dark Hero, but in the Philippines it was just released as Predator 3.
Oh dear.
Huh?
Wow. Philippines knows how to sell things.
It's so funny.
That's terrible.
Way to hustle.
So, imagine, if you will, you have the original space fantasy cowboy, Mark Hamill. He is god tier by this year. He can do no wrong as long as he's doing stuff within his genre. And then he pops up as fourth, maybe fifth casted in this Guyver 1991 movie, which I'm not even sure went to theaters. How do you get from one thing to another? How do you is it just a paycheck for him, or did he believe?
I think he was I think maybe he was just kind of interested and, wanted to be a part of this, this new kind of cool, kind of weird thing. I mean, if you look at his tenure post Star Wars, I mean, come on, man, he's the Joker. Like he embodies, like graphic arts and animation and all of that. So, at first I was thinking, wow, Mark Hamill as a loose cannon, FBI agent, like, but it made sense. It made sense more when now that I look back on it.
Yeah. It also feels like a movie that could be sold to the people in it very easy. Like, oh, it's going to be a big sci-fi epic, and there's going to be all these creatures and violence, And so you're in the movie, and you're like, oh, this is going to like break records and be, the summer blockbuster. And they're like, yeah, we'll fix it in post.
It sounded awesome
like
on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if they were thinking this was gonna take over like Star Wars. Like it's gonna be the beginning of
Well,
okay. Imagine the execs room, and they're like, well, Mark Hamill, he's already conquered North America with sci-fi. There's definitely room to take over Japan. We get him in 3 Guyver movies. And we also give him a disciple who would kind of look like him, that maybe some people would mistake for him as the younger version, Jack Armstrong. I believe that's the young blonde actor that kind of looks like a Padawan in this.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Padawan.
Was Jack? Padawan. Yeah. Was Jack thinking? This is my golden ticket.
Right.
Exactly.
This is the next big sci-fi franchise.
This is my big break. I'm gonna be a action star or something.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we have to talk about the rest of the cast that just shows up in this movie. There's horror icon Michael Berryman. There's cameos from Jeffrey Combs and Linnea Quigley. And I feel like most notably, my favorite character personally, the solenoid or whatever, that looks like evil gremlin Jar Jar Binks Striker, played by Jimmie Walker.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. And he's the wisecracking silly one, and he does really bad raps for no particular reason at many times.
Oh my gosh, yes. Like the whole atmosphere of the movie shifts just so he can rap.
Yeah.
Like it's the most jarring thing. And that's coming from an era that like invented the cool rapping guy in your movie.
Well, he was no Vanilla Ice. Go Ninja.
I'm sure he was. Go. I'm sure he turned it down.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that you've like made the context of how this was an idea that was sort of, came from manga, percolated through, people who, who were passionate about, telling, manga stories, but in an Americanized form. And then, finally, getting regurgitated onto Western screens. It's like, you can tell in the scenes where they might have said, okay, you're going to do this cool kung fu, flippy, jumpy, kicky stuff, but then the good guy's going to say this badass, like, catchphrase. It's like cool, cool anime thing, but American action star trope.
Yeah.
Right. And here's the kicker. The cover of the VHS poster DVD is half of Mark Hamill's face with the Guyver over it, making everyone think that he's the action star.
Oh,
So it's this movie is based on a lie.
Not the Hollywood bait and switch.
Oh, so much bait, so much switch.
Mm.
Poor Sean, not even considered.
Imagine being the star of the movie and not getting on the VHS cover.
Yes. I'm sure if green screen technology was as developed back then, they would make Sean just wear a green mask and just put Mark Hamill's face over him too.
That's for the remaster.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Guyver Zoidoid edition.
You were talking about
Criterion.
Mr. Berryman, Ivy.
Yes.
Who has this amazing feature that comes with his face. His face can be moved around and manipulated like in the Nintendo 64 Mario face you could do with with the hand. If you know what I'm talking about, you can move Mario's cheeks and nose like a mile. But this is a real life guy who can do it, and they use it in this film, especially when he's getting tortured by Belkis. Belkis is literally trying to remove his face, and he's almost successful. And I'm guessing it's not any makeup. This is just how this guy's face works.
Yeah, that's the point in the movie where you're like, oh, this guy is actually violent and messed up and scary, and then it cuts back to doing karate with your girlfriend.
Yes. Yeah. It's one of the times where it's do I think Michael Berryman as a human is better looking or his alien counterpart? Because I'm not sure what I want. They're both scaring me.
There's also a great bit where every now and then, because all the the Zoanoids are really violent and scary, and then sometimes it's not just JJ Walker that goes into being silly. There's moments where Michael Berryman's character has a girlfriend, and they'll sit there and talk about wanting to move away and go shopping, and they'll have this soft moment. Yeah. And then it's just back to the killing.
You think that was maybe that was his hard sell? He's yeah, I'll be in your movie, but my character needs to have some stakes.
Yeah. Develop my character, for God's sake.
Yes. I'm no throwaway brute. Oh, that's crazy.
Certainly something.
So, should we talk about the fight scenes, which take up 60% of this movie?
Yeah. Yeah. Because,
so,
there's padding in movies, but then there's the padding that you don't really mind. It's the padding.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't
like
a good, martial arts fight scene?
What's their martial arts in this? I was trying to track on how much you can move in those suits. And I kind of came to the conclusion that you can't move very much, so we're going to do punches, kicks, a few stabs, and a green laser every now and then.
Yeah, we're just
Am I wrong, or did I miss backflips and spin kicks at all?
I don't think so. It's pretty basic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not blaming
them. They
them.
can move at all, but
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it was good padding. I'm not saying it was the best padding, but it kind of engaged your brain enough to, sort of tune out from, whatever else was going on.
Yeah.
Well, definitely. Yeah. Definitely the 5 through 8-year-old that lives inside me would have just been like, this is amazing. Screw all that plot and romance and character development.
Oh yeah,
I just want
us ate this up.
Yeah. I want to just see this Guyver dude punch as many people as he can
And slice. Yeah, there are movies like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, I think, and it's unfortunate, but we're gonna just keep comparing the two. Like a lot of that movie is just carried by the chemistry of the people on screen, and in this movie, like there's nothing. There's no like everyone is just pretty. I mean, they're not like awful or bad people. It's just like they're all just okay. Like they're all just fine.
Yeah.
And
I think they just expected Mark Hamill's chemistry to kind of carry everything.
Yeah.
Right. And
Right.
I mean, and for a lot of it, he's like unconscious.
True.
Or a roach.
Sure. Right.
He's in it for about 4 scenes before he turns into a disgusting roach person and then dies. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, in case you're wondering, the Guyver has a $3 million budget, while the Ninja Turtles had a $13 million budget. So somewhere between that $10 million is like acting, chemistry. Because I have to say that both movies that we're talking about, they didn't disappoint with the effects.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like that's the one thing that I think they had to get right, being as this is a Japanese adaptation, and they had to get they didn't have to get the quality of the fighting, they just had to get the quantity of fighting, which is why the last 40 minutes is just a long fight scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that there's parts of that in it, but also more so you find that the characters from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? Like what Raph is gonna do, what Mikey's gonna do, and they kind of just nail it. Whereas like all these characters are just generally unknown, and you're like, I don't really know if this is good or bad.
Yeah. Like, who's the cool one? Who's the rude one? Who's the smart one? Who's the leader? I'm lost. I don't know. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, the Guyver, he had to be all 4 turtles.
Yeah.
And he had to cover all their personality, and he chose to have none of those personalities. Which kind of fits in the late 80s, early 90s, is like, you kind of have the blonde kind of hero, and all, like, his whole character arc is he wants to save people. Like, he doesn't have any stakes or feelings or flaws. He's just like, I gotta save people, and I gotta win tournaments.
AKA, type A hero complex.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was good enough. That's all you needed in the late 80s, early 90s.
Very simple.
A little too simple, maybe.
So,
yeah. And go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm gonna. You finish your thought. I'm gonna open up a new can of worms.
Oh, beautiful. Well, I was gonna say, I think really the issue that this the big issue that this movie has is it falls into just the trope of Asian people are good and smart enough to do the things, to do the science, to be the adventures of martial arts, or to be like this, to be that, but like they're not good enough to save themselves, and they need like a white person to do it for them.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of like what this movie is. Because
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
like the Japanese scientist. He's smart enough to create this thing, but he's not smart enough to save himself. Or his daughter's like, she's good at martial arts, but she's not good enough to like save herself. So it falls on this like
Uh-huh.
white dude who's like reached levels of Buddhism hereto unseen, until like Matthew McConaughey, right? And so it's just kind of like it just is very like tropey, and like it's just like it's not, it's very base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Buckaroo
Well-
Banzai had that exact same problem as well, which is funny. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But at
Mizuki
least
had-
he could disguise it with jokes and funny things. This movie
at
can't
least he
do
had
that.
a personality.
Yeah. Yeah, but Mizuki and Penny tore them to
Mhm.
Mary Sue peas in a pod.
Well, could you argue at all that any of these women were like moral pillars, emotional pillars, like doing any kind of work to help the hero, or were they just there to be carted away and get picked back up again?
Yeah, she was just a plot device. It's like, she's there.
Well, I feel like Mizuki did more. I mean, because, well, I mean, she did kick the Kronos CEO guy in the junk before, stealing the Guyver ball, which ultimately, ends up reconstructing,
Mhm.
the Guyver himself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's that.
Yeah, that's more than you could ever expect
From Penny Pretty.
Yeah. So, and that kind of goes into my can of worms. The
Okay.
hero dies in the middle of the movie. His guts, like, I don't know, he does a headbutt, and apparently the weak spot is his head.
Shocker.
And that's what kills him. And was anyone thinking, he's not coming back? Maybe Mark Hamill needs to put the suit on, or at least wondering, like, how are they going to write his recovery coming back? Because I'm pretty sure I see guts all over.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just, martial arts student soup all over the asphalt. Certainly wasn't expecting any kind of Deus Ex Machina to take place.
Right.
Honestly,
But
second best scene in the movie.
Him exploding.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree. Though Mark Hamill turning into a roach and then dying is one of the best / worst send-offs for like an iconic star.
Yeah. They should do that more.
Yeah.
Cinema.
Like when Samuel L. Jackson gets eaten by that shark after that great pep talk, and
Yeah.
Deep Blue Sea. Yeah.
Deep Blue Sea. This is like Mark Hamill, we love you, but you gotta go.
Mm.
Yeah, I kind of wish that happened in Cobra Kai. You got all those legendary actors from the original, And would it kill them if one of them exploded, or if a shark came out and just ate Daniel LaRusso? I don't know.
Do something interesting.
Yes. All right. Anything else that's noteworthy? I think I burned all my questions.
I guess I have to talk about my favorite scene in the movie. The scene that truly brings it home and makes the entire thing worth it, but only it's the worst thing you could put in your movie. But for this movie, it's like, I'm glad I sat here for the time that I did. It's the very, very last scene of the movie. And the striker alien is talking to someone, and he looks directly into the camera and says, "Dynamite." And I fell from my seat and applauded,
Oh my gosh.
and tears fell down my face.
And that's when you knew it needed the Oscar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sequel time.
Yeah, like that, I don't know, you call it an Easter egg? It's not very hidden, but I guess it doesn't disappoint.
Yeah.
You know, it's like right on the nose. It's like we know our audience.
Yep.
You don't understand that Japanese junk. You're here to see J.J. Walker and Luke Skywalker fight.
You
That's
know
what you
it.
should call the episode, please.
Yes.
We've got our title.
Yes.
My favorite part of the movie was when they do they do like a film within a film sequence where the bad guys are like,
Oh my gosh.
they run into the they like run
Yeah,
into a
they
movie
leap
set
over
screen.
a wall, and it's just so happens on the other side they land into a low budget, monster movie.
That was bonkers. Like, I don't even know if the word meta was popular, but they hit meta.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird.
Yeah.
And the funny thing was, they probably could have done a really funny bit with that scene, but I'm pretty sure all that happened was the director gave Stryker a direction, and he was like, "Oh, okay, I'll do it that way," and then they just walked away. And the only joke was that he realized his actual monster for the movie was behind him. But they didn't ruin anything in the movie. They didn't kill anyone on set. They just walked off.
Right. Yeah. And these aliens aren't vicious. Like, they just have one direction. You know, they're not here to. Yeah, they're not here to ruin people's lives. They're here to kill either the guy with the Guyver or the people that the Guyver knows.
Right.
Yeah. And one of the things that bothered me is how much murder and funny lighthearted bad guy antics were together. Oh yeah, I just killed this girl's her best friend. Murdered her straight up. And they're like, "Oh, you big goof, you big glut, you didn't have to do that." and then it cuts to her bloody and ripped to shreds, and it's like, all right, who is this, for children or for adults, or because this is slapstick CSI murder.
The ultimate, who is this for?
Yes.
I would argue it's for adults who behave like
dumb.
children.
Yes.
Kidults.
Yeah. I like that. We gotta put that on a shirt.
And on a shirt. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, this movie kept jumping back from like 8-year-old Power Ranger corniness to like CSI murder, Wicked City body horror, and it is kind of jarring. Not gonna lie.
Wicked City mention.
It's so wild.
Was there any scenes that were in daylight? I think every shot was at night, right? I think there was one where they're walking up steps and it's daytime.
Yeah, they
Right.
raid the whatever Mark Hamill like jumps into his like weirdly sized convertible.
Yeah.
Also, I know this is nitpicky, but why is the CIA investigating things on American soil? I don't. That's not.
And why are they important? I think like the big reveal is like the CIA is part of the alien conspiracy.
Right.
And they turn into aliens, which totally blew my mind. I'm like, those guys? More in the fact that like you're not worthy of being in this movie any longer. Why are we seeing you? But yeah, they turned into their own ugly monsters, and they're like, okay, I guess they're part of the evil plot.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alien conspiracy. Because why not?
Yep.
Barack Obama was right.
Yeah. So, yeah. All in all, this movie is kind of on par for what we've seen with Tubi, and seeing movies that are tonally so different, like catering to kids.
Just to be a friend, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is like, I don't know, this was perfect. And I feel like it's my apology for making you watch Arcade.
Oh.
Apology not accepted.
Darn it! What can I do? So that's all I have for dissecting this movie. Does anyone have anything else?
Well, I just have this one observation.
Go ahead.
I don't know if it's just how my brain is currently wired right now, but I've been playing a lot of a certain MMO lately, and that MMO is Warframe. And I couldn't help but look at the mechanics of the Guyver suit and just think, did he just become a Warframe? Like, he's okay. I don't want to spoil anything for people who might be, getting into the story because it is
the Guyver story or the Warframe story.
The Warframe story. It would
okay.
It's Clem. It's what us Tenno would call Clem.
Okay.
And well, there are certain elements, certain coincidences between the Guyver suit and the players in Warframe that share characteristics of, super strength, by certain biological capabilities, and okay, what really did it for me was when he pulled out the elbow spike. Okay, the elbow spike. That's what it, because the Warframes have a Parazon. That's it's like a dagger weapon that can be used to hack computers or take down particularly tough enemies in one blow. And the Guyver has it. The Guyver has 2 Parazons. I'm like, what is happening? Did 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 DE get Digital Extremes? Did they get their inspiration from the Guyver?
Uh, Guyver slithered so that Warframe
Could go
could
into
Matrix
space
jump.
and could
Yeah.
so they could be space ninjas.
Yep.
Guyver
That
Earth
is a
ninja,
great
so they
question.
could space ninja.
It all connects.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I also liked how they directly referenced the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles too.
Oh.
There's like a bit where I think it's at the beginning of the movie where they're like looking for stuff, and someone's like, they're like, I don't want to get the quote right, but he's like, "What are you looking for the Ninja Turtles or something?" Like at the beginning of the movie, they're like hunting around for the lunchbox.
Yeah.
And it's just like this movie knows what it's gonna be compared against. It tries to be so many things. Like it's trying to stand on its own. It's its own source material, but it's also like trying to be like tongue in cheek, funny, and like self-referential, but like
Right.
not all the time. And then it's like trying super hard to be like hip and cool, and it's just like not the same thing. They're like, oh hey, you know that really iconic scene in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when they show the Foot Clan hideout and how cool that is? Let's try and do that, but like way worse. And like do this like weird rapping thing. It
Yeah.
just like it was just it didn't really know what to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Like, I feel like this is marketed after someone like me who, you know, like they know they're going to be in second place. They know they're not Pokemon. They're the Digimon of choice.
That's pretty disrespectful to Digimon.
Well, I love
that
I
is
love,
insulting to Digimon.
well, hear me out, because I'm the guy who chooses Digimon. So this movie was marketed towards me. They're like,
Okay,
okay,
we'll hear you out.
They're saying, Ninja Turtles are for mainstream dweebs, but like, get on, get on the early train of Guyver. That's the one that the real heroes, the real cinemaphiles are on. And they're kind of hoping that like they could ride on Ninja Turtles' tails and maybe beat them later in the game at their own game. So
Yeah.
I don't think they succeeded, because I still like Ninja Turtles over this. But
Yeah, I think we all do.
yeah. And just so you know, I love Digimon too. I tried to learn the card game and I got so confused. But that's another story.
Another story to tell.
So, if we have no more critiques, I have a Mark Hamill trivia.
Oh,
For movies that have nothing to do with Star Wars or the Joker voice acting.
Or
so the first,
or Avatar, or
So, and P.S. If you're on Tubi, Mark Hamill has a lot of movies where he's on the title of he's on the cover.
Yeah.
He's in it is yet to be seen, but at least he's on the poster art. All right. So, first question in my Mark Hamill trivia. Name the movie where Mark plays a lonely geek spurned by the death of his girlfriend, making him a bitter teacher. Is it A, Teen USA, B, Earth Angel, C, Teen Angel, or D, Making Wookiee?
Before you gave the options, I knew it was Earth Angel.
Yep. We have another Riff Traxers in the house. Did you guys guess Earth Angel too?
I did now.
Yes.
Making Wookiee.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right. So question number 2. Mark Hamill plays a time-traveling astronaut to stop aliens from attacking in A. Time Chaser, B. Stream Runner, C. Time Runner, or D. A Darth in Time Saves 9.
What?
Time
I-
Chaser,
No matter what it is.
Stream Runner, or Time Runner.
I'm just gonna guess Time Chaser.
All right. Any other guesses?
I'm gonna say
Sure.
Stream Runner.
Yeah, let's go that one.
The correct answer is Time Runner, and he still has the same goofy mustache.
Oy.
Which I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, internet, correct me, that he grew that mustache to cover an unsightly scar that he might have gotten.
Oh yeah,
I read that somewhere. You can say I'm totally wrong and he wears it because it's a good fashion, but I think that's the case. All right, question number 3. Mark fights off an alien invasion again with the help of a comic book and a mental patient. Is it A. Laser Blast, B. Laser Hawk, C. Missile Falcon, or D. Star Destroyer? Laser Blast, Laser Hawk, Missile Falcon, Star Destroyer.
Missile Falcon.
Okay, we got one Missile Falcon. Anything else?
B.
That is correct. It's Laser Hawk.
Mm.
All right. Are we keeping score? Because I'm not.
No, I have one right.
All right. This one might be a little bit easier. Which villain in the Flash series is played by Mark Hamill? Is it the A, the prankster, B, the Joker, C, the trickster, or D, Obi-Wan Hilarious?
You had so much fun writing.
It'll be Obi-Wan
Yes, I did.
Hilarious. You're my only trope.
Written
Nailed
by
it.
Mad Magazine. Oh,
No, it's the trickster.
it is the trickster. Adam, I was kind of hoping you would just yell it out, but I know you're humble.
It's one of my top 3 qualities.
Yes. Question number 5. Mark Hamill had voice roles in Dante's Inferno, as we've learned, and this other animated show. Is it A, Bunyan and Babe, B, Rio de Parade, C, Billy's Magical Pig, or D, Wookiee Christmas?
I so want it to be Wookiee Christmas.
Bunyan and Babe, Rio de Parade, C, Billy's Magical Pig, or D, Wookiee Christmas?
I'm gonna go with Billy's Magical Pig.
Yeah, same.
All right. I'm sorry to disappoint. It is A, Bunyan and Babe.
Huh.
Though I really want to see Billy's Magical Pig now. All right. And last question. Mark Hamill stars in another time travel movie. So it's either time travel or aliens for his career in the 90s. The movie's called When Time Expires. And it requires that the protagonist has to A, travel at 80 miles per hour, B, enter a phone booth, C, reconcile with his ex-lover, or D, put a quarter in a parking meter.
Parking meter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, I'm gonna say that one.
That is correct. Everyone gets a point on that one.
Ooh.
Insert fanfare. All right. Well, now our journey takes us to where we all have to say one positive thing about this movie that we believe truly deserves to be taken seriously. So, get it in your head right now. The one thing you genuinely liked about this movie could be the lighting, could be the craft service. There's no wrong answer.
It's not
Adam,
the lighting.
Is there
Yes.
a right answer?
Yes. Adam, we can start with you.
It it didn't go over budget.
Very practical thing to like about it.
I'm sure the producers
sensible.
like that.
Yeah.
It was 90 minutes long.
Still felt too long, but
It didn't overstay its welcome.
I feel like I'm gonna take them all. No, I actually really did enjoy the costuming and set design. I think they really nailed that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
For $3 million, yeah, I think they did a good job.
Yes, for
I know
sure.
I couldn't do better for $3 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this economy, no. Vin, I'm looking at you. What do you have to say?
Well, I personally, I'm really reaching here. I admire the attempt. I admire the attempt itself in trying to bring something, that was a manga, a story that is not usually found in Western media, and bringing it to the West.
Mhm.
It's never an easy task to do, and it certainly wasn't any easier back in 90, 91, whatever, whenever this
Right.
movie came out. But if not for steps like this being taken, as far back now, we wouldn't have things now where, we have Shonen Jump crossing over with manga for storylines, that we have like storylines that are shared by All Might from My Hero Academia and Deadpool. Like, we wouldn't have stuff like that today if it weren't for creatives like Screaming Mad George and everyone else involved trying to bring this story to Western audiences.
Yeah. I also love the idea that someone said in the boardroom, we got to make Americans appreciate more Japanese anime and manga. And someone yelled, "Get us Jimmie J.J. Walker." He can bridge the gap.
He's the mediator.
Yes. So yeah, absolutely. Like, now here's a question: is this movie better than the Death Note live action?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because there's a lot of hate towards that one.
Yeah, I've seen like one episode of Death Note, and that movie was still ass. So
Practically Life Note. All right, Ivy, what did you like about this movie that you could be genuine and authentic about?
I mean, I'll pretty much always say that I love the practical and special effects in these kinds of movies. I like how nasty it is, and I like the, scenes of the blood flying and the guts bubbling on the ground. I always enjoy that, whatever that says about me. And, Screaming Mad George is the GOAT. He's been involved in a lot of really cool, successful projects. So
So
he's always going to come through.
he lives up to his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid.
Despite the, this is my answer. Despite the body horror, the biker chick's transformation was pretty cute, and it was like it gave my eyes somewhere to be directed. She turns into like this kawaii bat thing, and so
Yeah, like a fox bat, owl bat.
yeah. It's sad she had to die and be like the only person that dies in the whole gang, but
They couldn't kill the elephant man, but
no.
Nope.
But yeah, so I appreciate that someone took the time to give something pleasing to the eye.
Yeah, I feel like that was another boardroom decision. Like,
yeah.
the girl should be furry.
Yeah.
That's how we're gonna
The girl alien should have human anatomy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, new rule, girls can't be ugly. Yeah. So that leads us to the finale, the final stretch, before we hand the baton off to Adam. Does this movie deserve to be the greatest, to be enjoyed, to be experienced, to be tolerated, or to be avoided? We'll go in opposite order. I'm going to say, because of my lizard brain, as we discussed earlier, the 8-year-old inside me, things getting patted to death with fight scenes, people getting punched, pushed, and thrown downstairs. I'm going to say it just kind of squeaks in a to be enjoyed. I didn't mind it. This is at least a good, like, played in the background movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I say just squeaking by, to be enjoyed. Ivy, what do you give this?
I agree exactly with that. I would say it's enjoyed. It wasn't fantastic by any means, but I guess at this point, it's been like over a week since I actually watched it at this point. So it feels more like a dream. So I'm just kind of like cool with it now. I'm like, yeah, that exists. So if you would ask me like right after I watched it, I might have had a slightly more, intolerant opinion. But at this point, I've just gotten used to it.
So it needs to sit like wine.
Yeah.
Oh. And the more it ages, the better it gets.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. All right. Vin.
I would have to just, defer a little bit, and I'd have to say that this is a solid to be tolerated. I feel like everyone who's, who, proclaims themselves a fan of, things, sci-fi things, anime adjacent, manga adjacent, all of that, they should know what Mark Hamill has been in. They should, they should know what kinds of things were taken from a manga and, at least had an attempt to be westernized. again, I would have to agree. You know, it's something to have in the background. You know, at the very least,
It's something.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm gonna have to put it. It's to be tolerated.
Yeah. There has to be a comic diehard who like somehow imports the manga from Japan because his dad is rich, who loves this movie and says, you know, I'm going to defend it to my dying breath.
I would like to see the fan, the Guyver super fan who does not like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, I want to meet that fan who likes
They're
this.
such a Guyver head that they can't get into anything else.
They're like, oh, those posers, Ninja Turtles.
Am I too turtly for the turtle?
Finally, last but not least, Adam. Where does this movie fit?
Well, if you're a person with taste, to be avoided. If you prefer watching dubbed, this movie is to be the greatest.
Oh, that's a range.
Wow.
Where do you fit, Adam? Because I know you.
Because I'm a
You're
person
somewhere.
of taste and intelligence. To be, it's you know to be meh, to be terrible. It's awful. It's not great.
Oh my! You know,
Mr. Humble, ladies and gentlemen.
He humbly took the bullet on hating this movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a nothing burger, and and it is just like, I don't know. There's nothing that overcomes how offensive I find it.
Right. Well, you're not gonna like my birthday theme.
Oh.
This year, which is Guyver 1991.
Wild.
So, yeah. Well, that's a great segue. Adam, you get the next movie. So you need to correct course.
Yeah.
And any clues before?
Yeah.
Or are you going to just tell us what it is?
You know, for too long, the scale of balance has been too far in favor of movies featuring with grandmas. I feel like it's only time for us to watch something featuring a grandpa, and that's why I'm pleased to announce our next movie being Undercover Grandpa.
Yes! Okay.
I must look this up.
I just posted it in our chat, but it's I mean, it's exactly I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this horror show.
Okay.
I literally don't know anybody who's in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, but we'll know. By the end, we'll know and be in love with all of them. So there you go, faithful listeners. You know what we're going to watch, so that gives you time to watch it too, and to feel what we feel, which I assume will be pure joy and bliss.
Exactly.
Prepare thyself.
Yes. Meet thy maker. Stuff like that. Anywho, thank you all once again for joining us. Please, if you're in a Dollar General in the Rochester area, please come up to me. Tell me that you've seen this, that you've heard this podcast, because I love hearing it. Other than that, I've been Mike.
I'm Adam.
And no one else.
Disappear.
Oh, yeah. I'm turning into a zoonoid. I'm a zoonoid, guys.
I knew
the cute one or the ugly one?
The ugly one.
Oh, man.
And I'm Vin. I was gonna pull a zoonoid joke, but Ivy kind of beat me to it.
Are you the cute one?
I could see that. All right. Well, Well, anyways, thank you for joining us, and see you in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Mike watches movies that are low on the charts. Adam picks the ones that inspire the arts. Ivy has a brand that has monsters, wolves, and dogs. And Vin tries to pick a movie that isn't a total slog.